today's video off, I just wanted to go ahead and thank you guys for giving me 100 subscribers. I really appreciate that. It gives me motivation to keep these videos going. I am going to do a 100 subscriber special. I'm thinking about doing a couple things, mostly just like entertainment wise. Step away from the build a little bit and do a fun video with my daily driver. I've got a 1500 Silverado. It's got a 4.8 in it, and I was thinking about putting some nitrous on it and videotaping it. So, but we'll get back to that later. What we're gonna do now is the Miata's all painted. I've had it outside yesterday and last night because I wanted the sun to hit on it as much as it could with what sun came out, and I also had another vehicle to work on. So I've got that truck pushed out. I've got the Miata back in, and we're gonna get this thing, start getting this thing untaped. Alright, as you all saw in the last clip, I got the tape and the plastic off. It looks really good. I mean, the color of the top and the color of the car go well together, and I think some of you guys are right. I think bronze wheels are the move, so I think we're going to look into that. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys this thing. So there it is. It's looking pretty good. I do have to still get this rain rail on, and then we will bolt the convertible top back on. But the car is coming together, guys. So next, what we have planned is we're gonna go ahead and get the rain rails on the doors. We're gonna get the rain rail on the back of the car, convertible top bolted on the car. We might put the wipers and wiper cowl back on the car, and kind of start assembling smaller things just to get them checked off our list. And once we get done with that, we're going to move on to the front and rear bumper. We are going to repair the front bumper because it has some cracks in it, and we're going to kind of get them ready for paint. Hopefully we can paint those in this video later today. And we also have to get our chin spoiler mounted to that front bumper. So I want to color match the chin spoiler and mount it on there permanently, kind of like I did the wing. I doubt I'll mold it on there. We'll probably just use some pop rivets or something, but we'll get her secured on there and go ahead and color match it. And then maybe we can throw on the bumpers later today. I'm not sure. I think that would really complete the look of this car. So, but stay tuned and we'll see how far we get on this thing today. I'm really excited. This thing is coming together and it's looking good. side. And we have our bumpers here. So these are both the rear bumpers. Originally I was gonna try and stay with this red one, but I'm not sure if you can tell, it's pretty tore up, pretty wavy. Right here is like a big indentation. And I don't know how well body filler will help this bumper out. I mean, it's pretty wavy, pretty tore up from where it sat so long, where the car sat so long wrecked. Yeah, it was rear-ended, so that bumper is pretty tore up. So we did have a bumper on our parts car, and this is it here. And this one is pretty straight. I just pressure washed it outside. Yeah, it's got some scuffing, but that's no big deal at all. Overall, this bumper is much straighter. So that's the one that we're gonna use. That one's gonna be much easier to get in good shape to paint. So that's one we're gonna go with. And then we've got our front bumper over here. You can see right there, it's kind of cracked. Somebody tried to fix it with zip ties. They also put some type of teeth on it, I guess. Look like a vampire. But we're going to get that bumper over here with the white one, and we're gonna go ahead and start getting these things ready to paint. Obviously we have some repairs to make to the front bumper, but we'll get that done. We'll start getting our chin spoiler mounted up, which I have right over here. Right here's our chin spoiler. So we'll get that mounted up to the front bumper as well once we get our repairs made, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys when we're repairing this front bumper and getting ready to throw some primer on the see what we can do about fixing this. So what I probably would do if I had it is use some of the like fiberglass mat on the back side of this, but unfortunately I don't have any. And got my boy here, so he's sleeping and I don't feel like running to the store. So what we're gonna do is take this piece of aluminum and we're going to cut, let's say 2 to 3 brackets out of it. And they're just gonna be flat rectangle brackets. We're going to use them as braces to brace both pieces of the bumper together on the back side. And then we're going to fiberglass over them and then fiberglass on both sides. So the way we'll fasten them is with screws, and you'll see here once I get these things cut out. Now what we're going to do is fasten these metal brackets to the bumper on both sides so that it'll kind of hold the bumper right where we need it. Just like that. And now the bumper's connected and right where we need it. The crack is lined up nice. So we're gonna go ahead and get these other brackets on there, and then we'll start fiberglassing this thing up. really concerned about how it looks on the backside. We're going for strength, not prettiness. Back here anyways. All right, guys, so we've got the bumpers ready. They are sanded. I got them relatively straight. We went ahead and fixed this crack. That looks good as new. I mean, not bad at all. And then we also had a crack here, which we fixed. And we had a small crack here, which we also fiberglassed. So that bumper's not going to be perfect. The reason why we didn't buy a new bumper was because, first off, you can't buy a new and a front bumper. Nobody makes them anymore. And the ones that you can buy are aftermarket, and I looked into them, and some of them looked really nice until you got to the shipping cost. And the shipping was more expensive than the bumper. So that's a problem. So that's the reason why we went ahead and stuck with this bumper. Plus, as you can see, we got a chin spoiler for it. So we've got that chin spoiler. I already had it mocked up on there. It looks really good, but I took it back off so we could get everything in primer. I did sand the chin spoiler down with 600 very lightly, just so that primer has something to bite on. I should be using a plastic adhesive or something, but I'm not. I'm just using what I got here available to me. The back bumper turned out great. It's nice and straight. I'm really happy that we ended up going with this white bumper over our factory red bumper because of the fact that it was so warped and out of shape from where it had sat so long and kind of formed to the wrecked rear end. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up and start getting these bumpers and primer. Pretty happy about this. As you saw in the last clip, we did get the bumpers and primer, and we got the chin spoiler and primer. One thing I wanted to do is paint the chin spoiler and bumper together, mount it up together. That way, because I would worry if we painted them separate, that when we went to flex the chin spoiler onto the bumper, it could possibly crack. I'm not sure if that's a valid worry or not, but it needed a lot of flexing to mount to that bottom bumper because it is a cheaper chin spoiler. So what I went ahead and did was, after I got everything in primer, I went ahead and mounted the chin spoiler, and I gotta say, guys, this front bumper looks so good. I'll show you the spot that was broken. Doesn't even look like anything ever happened to it. And we've got the chin spoiler on there, and I gotta say, it's really come together. So check this out. There it is. That is good looking right there. So as you saw in the previous clip, there was a big crack there, but overall it looks really good. I didn't get fancy with mounting the chin spoiler. All I did was just put a ton of self tappers in it, and the reason why I did self tappers is, well, because it's really easy. And I did a crap ton of them because I do not want this chin spoiler falling off. It's so annoying to have something like a chin spoiler or ducktail like what we put on this car, or side skirts falling off all the time. Super annoying, and it's a waste of money if the thing falls off and you end up running it over. So I'll show you guys how I mounted this. As you can see, we literally just put a ton of self-tappers in it. I mean, simple enough, right? Anybody can do that. And then as for the back bumper, this is the back bumper off of our parts car. It turned out really nice, super straight. So everything's looking good. What's next is spraying some primer sealer on these things. And I honestly think I'm gonna paint the bumper just the way it sits on that table. You know, we don't really need to get up under the chin spoiler or anything. And I can see it real nice there and everything. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. We'll probably paint the rear bumper right there exactly where it sits. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing in some primer sealer, and then we're gonna lay down some paint. So stay tuned and let's see how it looks. All right, we got the bumpers painted. They look really, really good. I'm really happy that I went with color matching the chin spoiler. But here it is, check it out. Very, very acceptable job. This is probably the best paint I've laid down so far. There's minimal trash in it, and man, does it look good. I love the fact that I went with that chin spoiler. It makes the bumper look really good. The rear bumper turned out great. Looks pretty good. I think actually the bumpers may look better than the entire rest of the car, but that's all right. So I hate to do this to you guys, but I'm gonna cut this video off here. In the next video, we'll start mounting these things. I've got to figure out a way to mount them because previously they were all just zip tied on, but I'm gonna get these bumpers mounted and everything in the next video. That one will be kind of a shorter, more satisfying video. And I think the next video, this car is really gonna come together. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for leaving comments. And yeah, so if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Things are gonna get quite a bit more interesting. And then I'm gonna have another video before I post the video of this car going back together of celebrating my 100 subscribers. So I know it's 100 subscribers, whatever, not a big deal to most people, but I think it's pretty cool that we've actually surpassed 100 subscribers. Now we're up to 125, I think it is. So I kind of want to pay you guys back for that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do something pretty cool. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I